Hello everyone. Hello my people. Good evening. Good evening. Please join the live stream so that we can just quickly have this one. Join the live stream and please subscribe. Click the like button and share if you can. Join the live stream, my people. I made a live stream before about this PSquare issue on ground, and I just had one or two to say about it. But after watching, the other parts of video that Mr. PSquare, which is Peter PSquare, that he made, I just decided to reschedule this live stream because I needed to say one or two. You see, in this life, hmm, the biggest and the most painful betrayal one can ever have, the most painful betrayal one can ever, you can ever experience in this life is the betrayal that comes from your family, your siblings, your loved ones. If it's coming from a stranger, you can, you can do away with that person. You can actually move on, no matter how much pain you will feel, but somehow you will just find yourself, you know, that you've moved on. But when it comes from within your blood, it is the most painful thing ever. And it's not something that anybody should even wish to experience, more so your own twin. So I decided to make this live stream again this evening because I just want to say one or two. It is not a bad thing for siblings to argue or have misunderstanding. It happens every day. Siblings fight, siblings argue all over the world. It happens. You understand? But for you to push it to the extent of, you know, drawing, yourselves backward, that is diabolical. That is not something that is nice, that is good, that it is not good at all. I don't know which other way to express it right now. Now, let's talk about PSquare as a brand. This PSquare issue, Mr. Peter, that is Peter PSquare in particular, if we take it back to when PSquare started, he was the major reason a lot of people fell in love with PSquare. It was not just about the music itself. It was most especially about the dancing. Like I said in my previous video, I have brothers, cousins, okay, that were always practicing his dance moves. Once you put the his music, or they just hear the music hitting from afar, the next thing is to start dancing. They will start their break dance. They will start, they'll start dancing with your busy body. But there is a particular song. I can't remember that song right now, where Peter P. Square danced like Michael Jackson. He was standing on like something like a table, and with the cap, the dressing and everything, he danced like Michael Jackson. And you guys know that Peter P. Square is a carbon copy of Usher, Usher Raymond. Is the carbon copy of that guy. Anytime you are watching PSquare, me personally, I look forward to watching him. When his brother takes his own verse, when he gets to his own side, everybody will just be like, oh wow, so he looks like Usher. So for the narrative now that people are pushing, hello, hi, hi, Paula Smith. Please like the live. Thanks for joining. For the the narrative that is being pushed now that he didn't do anything in the brand. He is not is irrelevant and all of that. No, no, no. You don't discredit people like that. You don't discredit people like that. You don't discredit people like that because if we look, okay, why is P Square not working right now? Why is it, on hold? If he was irrelevant, it was easy for you to have gotten someone else to replace him and just push it, just to prove to the world that yes, without him, P Square can actually stand. Do you guys understand me? But coming out to tell the world that 99% of a P Square is you, that is you made P Square what it is. It's not fair. It's not fair. And another person I want to really talk about here, I talked about him in my previous video, but I feel like I need to still talk about him again. Is this their elder brother, Mr. Jude? See, as an elder, there are certain things you should think about before uttering it out of your mouth. You see that video that you made, responding to the video Peter made, it was a no no. I also said this in my previous video. It was a no no. You don't come out to tell the world that one of your twin brother is doing better than the other one. One is going higher and the other one is going down. Like I said before, siblings fight. It shouldn't be, you know, you shouldn't take it to the extent of wishing one down. And are you okay? Are you not happy that one is doing better than the other one? One thing I want the world to understand, you see this, Mr. Peter, in his heart, deep down, he loves his brother. He loves Paul. He loves it because if you go back to all of their interviews, you go back to all of the videos here and there that they made in the past together, he always look at his brother with so much love. He's always happy that they are together. But he never saw the red flags from the way Paul looks at him, the way Paul was always looking at him. You could see the red flags, but he was not paying attention to those red flags. That is when you are full of love, you have it all to give. You understand? You will not concentrate on, you don't even want to care about what people are saying. You will not pay attention because you're blinded by that love. Because the least thing that you will want to believe in your heart is that your own sibling do not love you genuinely the same way you love him or her. The red flags were there. The red flags were there. He never paid attention to it. And because he trusted his siblings, that was the reason he never bothered to follow up with the whole money issue, how the money was coming in. He just felt like, we are siblings now. However it is, if I need money, I'll go there to take. But for Paul and Mr. Jude, with everything that has been said, allegedly, let me put it that way, with everything that has been said, Omo, they were making business of him. They were making business of him. So they didn't really care whether he was the major reason why people loved, the brand P Square. The main focus was for them to make more money because the reason he was, they felt they needed him in that uh, P Square brand and label was because they were using him to make money, which is not nice. So they were all good. They were good when he didn't realize what was going on. It was at the point he knew what the problem was, what was fishing, that they started having issues. That they started having issues. And they had to place it on hold and, deny him access. They denied him access. Like what you've worked for, you will have to beg for it, for them to release something for you at all. For them to release something for you at all, you will have to beg for it. Your own sweat. You not get where they carry money. You see, these things of life, they are material things. Now this word we use, and now this word now we go still leave them put. Whether we like it or not. Now here you meet them. Now here now we go still leave and put. Now, one thing they need to understand. You see, some siblings, when things happen in their family, or when things happen between some siblings, they forget that they love each other. They forget that they once had bond that they've shared with each other. They will just begin to go hard on each other, go head on each other, forgetting that, there might be love left inside of them. Because they are all alive. Because they are all alive, healed and healthy, they will not appreciate themselves now. May God protect them. May God guide them. May God give them long life. No, when you dey alive, you cannot show your own sibling love. Now, when that person don't go, now you go come dey say I die. No. What is there in the money? That money na paper. Now that time, now you go come say you want come dey show that person love. There is nothing in this life. There is nothing in this life. I watched the video, all the parts that he came out, to show to the world. I watched everything. I followed it up, and I will tell you guys for a fact that I've not been myself. I've not been myself. I've not been myself, my people. I've just been thinking. It's not as if Peter is a poor man. It's not as if he's hungry. It's not as if he does not have food to eat. It's not as if he does not have money of his own. But you know, when you have right to something that you've worked hard for, don't discredit people like that just for you to take what rightfully belongs to them. What he's actually doing now is him fighting for his own rights. Is him fighting for his own rights. He deserves it. He deserves to also benefit from the brand PSquare. And with the look of things, with the way everything has gone zigzag now, it is just going to be by the grace of God if these brothers can still come back together. Because even if they decide to reconcile and come back together, e no go fit be like before again. It can't be like the way it used to. When the heart is not yet marked with pain, when something never happened to you like this, you never start to dey look somebody in a certain way, that trust is still there. Nothing don't trigger anything come for your mind. It is very easy for you to just say you have an argument and then you reconcile. It's a normal thing. You see, in situations like this where life has been threatened, a lot of things have taken place behind the scene. It don't result to EFCC. They've dragged each other and they are still dragging each other. Omo. It's going to be very difficult. It is going to be very, very difficult. I wish they can just sell the catalog of PSquare, everybody take their share, and then leave their lives peacefully, individually. It would have been so nice. It would have been so nice. In as much as, you know, everybody feels so sorry for Peter, you know, and we are all trying to support him in every way we can to make sure, because looking at it, you know, he kept quiet for a very long time, and every hit that came along with it, he absorbed it. He took it in. He took it in. He buried it in. And it was, it was like somebody mourning over something that is not supposed to mourn about. Do you guys understand? And now that we are trying to, you know, give him our own support and love, we should also remember to do same for his twin brother and just put them in our prayers, regardless of whatever that might have happened or that has taken place. We should put them in our prayers. We don't know what is going on with Paul on his own. We don't know what is going on. The two of them are the same cord, now they carry identical twins. We bring one placenta on this world. We will not understand the emotional trauma that these brothers are going through. Spiritually, twins are very spiritual. And we should also remember that their zodiac sign is Scorpio. Scorpios are very spiritual people. Whatever affects Peter affects Paul. Even if Paul is trying not to give, listening ears to Peter, when he wants sleep, he go feel am. Same as Peter. If you open Peter's heart, if you can read it, you will see that Peter is wishing for him and his twin brother to come back together badly. Whatever he's saying on social media is out of the pain and betrayal he felt for this long. Paul is also a victim. He was being used. Paul is a victim in all of this, as well as Peter. Both of them work hard for that money, for that brand, for that name, PSquare. So I want to plead with you guys, for those of you that will come across this video, as you are praying and supporting Peter, do same for Paul. We shouldn't let hunger, or I will call it hunger, because when you see, one thing with Nigerians, we don't like oppression. We hate, injustice. We hate a situation whereby, you watch people, mistreating somebody, even if that person is not, related to you. You will want to stand up for that person. We are very good at that. That's one thing about us Nigerians. So regardless of whatever is going on right now, we should please include the two brothers in our prayers. Blood is blood. It's thicker than water. No matter how it's going to be today, if anything has happened to one, the other one cannot survive it. Mona mark am down today that I'm making this video. God forbid, the other one will not survive it. So what is going on now with my observation and with everything that has been said on this space, with everything that has been said on social media, allegedly, Paul is being manipulated. It might be spiritually, according to the comments I've seen. It might be physically. He's being manipulated. He's being manipulated. So we should please place them in our prayers. Because me, I'm praying for these two brothers. Seriously, And I'm strongly supporting Peter, because if his brother is up there, he is supposed to be up there as well. There is nothing God cannot do. This might linger for a while, but trust me, my people, eh, on that faithful day, even Paul will wish what happened between him and his brother never happened. If it were to be ordinary sibling that came to this world on their own, it would be very easy, not identical twin. Wanna go ask questions about what I'm saying. The talent the both of them brought to this world is for them to merge it to become something great in life. It wasn't meant for them to use individually. That's why as they broke up, the things went down a little. Even the level that um Paul is now, that the his brother Jude is saying Paul is up there. Paul is supposed to be more than that. Not as Paul, Mr. Rudy, and Peter is not supposed to be where he is as Mr. P. They were supposed to be up there as PSquare, the brand. They were supposed to be up there as PSquare, the brand. So if, with everything that has happened, because for PSquare to be there, Mr. Jude is always going to be involved, because it's going to be difficult for them to remove him from that brand, because they're siblings. They're siblings. He's going to fight. He will not back down. They're siblings. So if they want to do their individual stuff, they should do it peacefully and settle things amicably. To me, if it was up to me to settle this thing for them, I would say you guys should share the PSquare catalog, share it amongst yourself peacefully, and everybody just go, they do their things peacefully, and reconcile with your brother as siblings. According to Peter, he said he needed his brother, not PSquare, because now that same brand na it bring problem wey scatter the family. I saw a post, from Cutie Juice, that somebody made, that knew them. I think the person said he used to be the backup dancer, or whatsoever. I don't know, or bouncer. I don't know what he called himself. And he was also not happy with what has happened. According to him, in that post, he said something about Peter being cheated and all of that, and that his brother used to be, it was their immediate elder brother that started the brand with PSquare. Jude was not in the picture as at that time, because but before that one went into act, that his brother, that PSquare brother, commented under the post, and Kitty just screen grabbed it and then he posted it. Do you guys understand? So this thing has become a big family issue, which means some of the siblings are on Peter's side and some others are on, Paul's side, which is not supposed to be so. All of these things because of the brand PSquare. It's so sad. To be very, very honest, it is so sad that this is how, the whole thing, ended. This is what, greed has resulted into in the family. When you share things fairly, there is no cause to fight. When you share fairly, when you do things fairly, when you are transparent with whatever you are doing, there will be no cause to fight. There will be no cause to argue. There will be no cause to drag each other to stupor. like, they're doing already. There will be no court case if things were done fairly. If they were open about these things, if they were transparent enough, things wouldn't have gone this way. Things wouldn't have gone this way. I just pray that, God takes control. I pray He takes control and protect them all. Before enemy go begin enter inside their midst, they do things for their hand because of things that they've said to themselves. What is there? Money. You will use the money, and with the now this life that they still they live and put. Vanity. Vanity. Before PSquare, there were rich people. And those ones, they don't buy, they don't join their ancestors. Leave those, they don't even hear of their families. They are not the first, and they will not be the last. After PSquare, other people, how many artists don't come up? We have Burna Boy. We have Davido. Whiskey is there. A lot of musicians, artists that has, come up ever since their brand scattered. They are there. They are there. It is a shame that PSquare that used to be up there, and these musicians now where they raise, so they were looking up to them. They are not the ones looking up to them, are not the ones up there, and PSquare are not crawling. Another thing I also want to say, you see that statement that Mr. Jude made. That statement was a big mistake for you to say one of your twin brother is up there and Jude is down, because the way Jude wanted, the way Peter wanted blow, hey, oh, only those who have eyes can see. It does not matter where uh, Rude Boy is now, the level he is now, that you are thinking he has surpassed Peter. The way Peter want to skyrock, it will look like a film. But do you know what I'm also saying? Peter is wishing wherever he is going to be, however he is going to skyrock, he will always wish it's him and his brother that are both there in that position. He's a good man. A lot of people are, pushing some narratives online. Mona pray, may God open her eye, Mona see wetin dey happen for this family. Everything he narrated, to an extent, me, I will not give it 100%. 80-85% of everything he came here to say na true. A fact. Everything he narrated, 80-85%, because if I give it 100%, it will look like say you are just exaggerating on the whole thing, because others never. 80-85% of the things Mr. Peter came on social media to spill, now truth, now facts. Now facts. So wherever God is pushing him up to right now, he's not going to do it and be happy. He will wish in every means that it was him and his brother, because he loves his brother genuinely. What happened to Paul, I would call it, greed. I just pray God touches his heart, open his eyes, because regardless of however things don't happen now, the both of them are victims. And honestly, I love them both genuinely. I don't love one past one. The support we are giving Mr. Peter is just the fact that we feel really, really sorry that he went through what he's been going through. I personally love them both genuinely. I love them equally. When there is Peter, there is Paul. When there is Paul, there is Peter. They, you know, I'm not really the type that, you know, I don't really sponsor or support or share secular music or whatever. But the fact that I've known them for a while, and this kind of news coming out, I needed to say something, because I don't want to come out to say what me I have seen, but I know what the truth is. Not because I'm in the family, but I know what I believe. And I'm also sure that some of you that are also watching can also tell the truth coming. Because when you see truth coming, you can identify it. When you see lie, I know there are some lies that are also packaged as truth, and you'll be confused. Just pray for God to give you that knowledge, that understanding, for God to give you the grace to sense the truth when it's coming. So when the truth is being manipulated, you will know. Do you guys understand? My prayers are with you, Mr. Jude, Mr. Paul, and Mr. Peter. My prayers are with you too. You two are twins. God brought you two to this world for a purpose. He knows say 12 una join together, una go make, una go pull a lot of things, great things. Not for you two to come and, separate. God will finish what he has started. We, the fans, can only do little. We can only say the ones we want to say, but at the end of it all, at the end of it all, now God get final say. However, whether PSquare stands, whether you two stands, individually, but you two should stand individually, peacefully, in peace, and as brothers and twins that you are. That is all I want to say about this thing, because it's so heartbreaking. Honestly, it's so sad. This is not something I was even hoping to come and see on the social media. This thing has lingered for a while, for years. But then again, it has happened, it has happened. I just pray and I hope that God Almighty, will come to, their aid, and just help them to resolve this issue, soften their hearts, because a lot of them now, their hearts don't harden. And now for God's intervention to just come in, so that, they will remember that time when they did small, when food not day, when they hustle, the bond they've shared. They will remember their mother, their parents, and then tell themselves, we don't need this. We don't need this. Yes. Hey, God will do your work. So this is all I really want to talk about. I didn't mean to come out to stay for too long this evening. I just pray that God will perfect all he has started in their lives. So Mr. Peter and Mr. Rude Boy, Peter and Paul, God is with you too. Wherever God has taken you guys to now, is nothing compared to where he's pushing you guys to. I just pray that you guys realizes that on time before it is too late. There is nothing in this life. There is nothing in this life. Money na touch and go. So that is it, my people. Thank you all for your time. Please drop your prayers for them in the comment section. God will bless you as you do so. Wherever you see their videos, support both of them. Drop comments that will soften their hearts. People should drop the comparison. this one is better than this one is better than this. We really don't need that. You know, that is another thing that is causing this problem, that is pushing this problem to the length that it is now, making comparison. Peter is better than Paul, Paul is better. But the reason I'm even talking about it, that Peter, you know, did a lot for PSquare, is because of them trying to discredit him. But now that we've, not that we don't know the truth, we know the truth. The only thing we can do to help the situation, is to, you know, say, drop comments, just say things that will soften their heart, that will make them realize that they need each other. That is it. That's the best thing we can do for them. All right, my dear people, God will bless you all. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys in another video, probably live stream. I don't know. Stay blessed and bye for now.